everybody. What's going on? Happy Thursday, or whenever you happen to be watching this. Thanks so much for stopping by, whether you're here now, later, whenever. Hopefully not never. We got a little Timberwolves news happening today. Okay. The Wolves were howling. All right. Actually, they've been in the news a little bit. Their assistant coach is now going to be the head coach of, I need to look that up, like the Portland Trailblazers maybe or something like that. But the biggest breaking news today is that Minnesota Timberwolves fan favorite Naz Reid got traded to Charlotte, and one of the Ball brothers is now a Timberwolf. Okay. I remember when the Balls like LaMelo, Lamar, and I think there's another one, and then their dad too. That whole like kind of craze or whatever. I remember that. That was, man, how long ago was that when they kind of like came on the scene? Angel, hello, good to see you. Cheers, cheers. I'm gonna take a sip of water. Cheers. Feel like I feel like my hair is out of control right now. It's like extra pointy. Slash, it's like mushed. Yeah, I like that too. I'm glad you could hear it because I always have technical difficulties. You know how it goes over here. But yeah, I like that too. It's the official Timberwolves sounder. But yeah, I hope everybody's been good. It's been a minute since I've live streamed, I guess. Maybe like a week or 2 weeks or something like that. But I posted some videos doing some astrology predictions, so hopefully you guys were able to watch those and check those out. I did, what did I do most recently? Oh, the men's college World Series. So that was kind of fun. Daryl, I think, was the one that suggested that. So shout out to him. Thank you. Thank you. And yeah, the best news source ever, Twitter. And yes, I still call it Twitter. So I pulled that up just to kind of see exactly what was going on. I heard the news earlier, but I was working. So I'm probably going to share the screen now, and then we can check out and see what Twitter's got going on here. Or get the details on the trade, I guess we should say. Let's see here. I can share my screen, I think. And it's just so crazy. I need to look up the Ball brothers because I swear there's like 3 of them. Okay, so we got Twitter pulled up, and now we can see what's going on here, all the details, and I want to look up how many Ball brothers are there. That's going to be kind of hard to Google. And then their dad started like this, I don't know. Okay, there is 3 of them. Lonzo, LiAngelo, and LaMelo. Okay. And then what's their dad's name? Man, I remember when they were like the big thing. All right, what the heck? All right, let's go to, I want to go to Wikipedia too to see if we can find out some of LaMelo's astrology. We can look that up too. So let's see here. He's 24. He's still super young. Let's see. How long has he been in the NBA? So let's see here. Since 2020, it looks like. NBA All-Star in 2022. This is LaMelo Ball. NBA Rookie of the Year in 2021. NBA All-Rookie First Team in 2021. NBA Rookie of the Year in 2020. How was that possible? Oh, NBL. Okay, I was like, you can't be NBA Rookie of the Year twice unless that's something new that I don't know about. All right. Ooh, he is right on the cusp. He was born August 22nd of 2001. So let us see. I believe he is most likely going to be a sun in Virgo. But let's see here. Otherwise, he's a Leo. Let's double check. Oh, he is a Leo. Interesting. I wonder if his birth chart is available too. We could look that up and see. But yeah, and then Naz Reid, again, fan favorite for the Minnesota Timberwolves. He is now a Charlotte Hornet. And as a Timberwolves fan myself, like, I'm okay with that. I mean, I like Naz Reid. Like, don't get me wrong. I thought he did really well. He came in clutch for the Timberwolves at many, many times, especially from the 3-point line. And he was the sixth man there for a while, too. Man, he's still so young. Naz Reid is only 26. What? And I don't mean any disrespect to Naz Reid, but I honestly thought he was older than that. All right. I thought he was older than that. I want to know when his birthday is. So let's see here. Oh my gosh, he's a Virgo. Their birthdays are only 4 days apart. So LaMelo Ball, the newest Minnesota Timberwolves, he was born August 22nd. Naz Reid, he is a Virgo, Sun in Virgo. He was born August 26th. Funny thing, I have a couple friends that have that birthday, which is kind of crazy. And there's been people in my life that have had that birthday. So, all right. And okay, let's get back to Twitter here to see the extra details of what's going on with this trade. And you know what I thought of immediately when I heard that Naz Reid was traded? I'm like, oh my gosh, all of those Timberwolves fans that got those Naz Reid tattoos. I think a lot of people got them on like their finger or whatever. That was like a big thing, not this last year, but the year before. I'm sure, I mean, hopefully, I don't have any tattoos, but hopefully for the people that got the Naz Reid tattoos, they're not regretting that now. And maybe they just have to be a Charlotte Hornet fan. But I mean, you can just be a fan of Naz Reid. It doesn't really matter, right? So I'll continue to be a fan of him, like for sure. So I'm not too upset about it. Now, okay, the fact that I just still can't believe one of the Ball brothers is a Minnesota Timberwolf. I mean, I guess I believe it, but with all of the craziness that was going on when, they first kind of came in the league, I feel like LaMelo's the only one that's left playing in the NBA, but I could be wrong. It's just crazy now that one of them is a Timberwolf. But we'll see how it goes. Apparently he's pretty good I have not followed him, like don't get me wrong, have not followed him at all. Apparently he's pretty good at getting rebounds and pretty good defensively. And I mean, he won NBA Rookie of the Year, so can't be all bad. And he is okay. And the funny thing too is he's a son in Leo, LaMelo Ball, and the star player for the Minnesota Timberwolves is Anthony Edwards, who's also a son in Leo. So we will see how that goes. Leo energy, wherever you have Leo in the chart, oftentimes the sun will find you, okay? Because the sun is the ruler of Leo. So the Leo energy, we all have it somewhere in our chart, but especially people that have like personal planets there, the sun or the moon, or heavy Leo energy, the spotlight will find them. A lot of Leos tend to like that. Some Leos like to shine, help shine the light for others. So we'll see how having two, kind of all-stars for the Timberwolves that are both Sun and Leo people work out for the Timberwolves. The coach of the Timberwolves, Chris Finch, he's a Sun in Scorpio. So a little bit of different energy. We got the fire in the water. Maybe, that can kind of help, turn the fire into maybe some steam or something like that. But I do think Chris Finch is a good coach. And, we got some young energy coming in here. So we'll see what happens. I am glad that the Minnesota Timberwolves kept Jaden McDaniels. It's Sobi. I hope I said your name right. Thank you for liking. That was very nice. Thank you. Alrighty. Now, back to Twitter. I keep saying that, and then I just get distracted with all the astrology stuff. So, all right. I'm going to zoom in here a little bit. But yeah, I have not been following. I want to go back. What is the dad's name? I cannot remember the ball. LeVar. Okay. Yeah, I knew they all had L names. Okay. All right. I wonder what the dad, because damn well the dad, LeVar, he's going to be at the Target Center. He's going to be all over the place. I mean, and, I'm not trying to what's the word, knock their dad or anything like that, LeVar Ball. I mean, he clearly just, wants his sons to do well. So, I mean, he's just being a dad. And with all of them, I think all three of them were drafted in the NBA. So I mean, not a bad track record. I bet he was a basketball player too. So let's see here, October 23rd. Depending on the time, I think he's a Scorpio, Sun in Scorpio. That's interesting too, because like I was saying, Chris Finch is a Sun in Scorpio too. So I wonder if LeVar Ball and like Chris Finch are gonna get along. Or is that maybe he's a Libra. Let me look that up. Yeah, it is officially Scorpio. Okay, that's interesting energy. Lonzo, Leangelo, LaMelo. All right. He played football, it looks like the dad did. Okay. October 23rd, 1967. I want to look up Chris Finch's birthday too, quick. I wonder if they're similar in age. Oh, I think they are. Let's see here. LeVar's 2 years older. Finchie was born in 1969 and LeVar was born in 1967. Okay. I'll be interested to see how that plays out. And I'm sure, like, at this point, it's professional. Like, LeVar's just going to be there to, like, support his son and stuff like that. So, but, yeah, it'll be very, very interesting just to see how the Leo energy with Anthony Edwards and LaMelo Ball, how that works out. Hopefully it works out well. And for the Timberwolves, if they're going to do any more trading, what about Rudy Gobert? Okay. Can we get rid of him? Like, I'm sorry, but a lot of the time, Rudy's a good player. Don't get me wrong. But a lot of the time, when push comes to shove, and I'm still just like perplexed how he won Defensive Player of the Year. I think he's won more than one time. I don't understand how he doesn't get more rebounds. And maybe offensively is where Rudy Gobert kind of just gets my goat, because it's like, dude, you're right there. You get the pass and then you fumble it and then you can't make free throws. What are you doing? So, if they want to do a little dancing around with Rudy Gobert, I wouldn't I wouldn't be mad about it. Truth teller, right? A Leo backcourt. Exactly. Yeah, we'll see what happens. I don't think, man, I should look up the rest of their roster. And I was going to say too, Truth teller, thanks for being here. Thanks for stopping by. I am glad that the Timberwolves decided to keep Jaden McDaniels, because I did hear that name floating around too. And then there was, I think it was just like for clickbait, what the kids say. There was talk about how Anthony Edwards supposedly wanted to get traded too, or he wasn't happy here. I don't really know if I buy that 100%. I mean, clearly it seems like he's staying now, but like Anthony Edwards has always kind of said, and I'm sure obviously there's stuff that gets said that goes on behind the scenes that we don't know anything about. But I mean, publicly, Anthony Edwards had always said that, he's with Minnesota. He's got Minnesota's back. Like, he's here, like, kind of for the long haul or whatever. So, I don't know. I don't know if I necessarily believe that all of that hype. Again, I think it was kind of clickbait. Zodiac GM said it was an A+. Who is that? I think you told me about this person. What's their platform that they're on? I feel like Zodiac GM. What a name. Okay, this person's on Twitter. Let me look them up. Do we trust them? They have a lot of followers. Creator of Zodiac Synergy Analysis, decoding player and team energies. Hidden compatibilities, championship blueprints, inquiries. Interesting. Did you tell me about him before? Is it a guy? I shouldn't assume it's a man. Whoever this person is. All right. I just went to their Twitter page, so let me look that up. Okay. What? We don't have to be recording this. Okay. This could either go really well if both egos don't clash. Right, exactly. But Ant seems more mature and grounded. Right. Yeah, he seems to have done a little bit of growing up here in the last couple years. And he just seems to, at least last year too, that in the off season he is putting the work in and trying to improve. And I mean, when Anthony Edwards first came on the Timberwolves, it was like right away, in my opinion, like he's the star. He's a leader. He just has that energy, right? Like, kind of like that Leo energy. And then obviously Karl Anthony Towns was still on the team at the time. And, Karl Anthony Towns, drafted by the Timberwolves, very, very good player. Obviously, congrats to Cat. He just won the championship with the Knicks. But, I mean, it was clear as day out of, like, the two of them, like, Cat had been on the team for years trying to kind of establish himself as a leader. I think is what it seemed like. And then Anthony Edwards just comes in right away, and it's like, boom, leader. Like, this is the energy. This is what's happening. So, okay, yeah, I thought you did tell me about him before. Let me share his. It's a man. I gotta be careful with that. I don't want to just like assume. Somebody's inviting me to co-host on TikTok. I am just gonna ignore that for right now. Alrighty. Does this person ever like go live or anything? This Zodiac GM? That is quite a name. All right. Like, are they on here? All right, let's see. Is one
This
of them
is a win.
Oh, she didn't use horoscope?
No, she was a.
Why is that so loud? I think John Morant fits Charlotte. It's a lot of fire and air on that team. I am not like familiar at all with the Charlotte Hornets. I mean, I know of them, but I'm not like following or anything like that. The odd man out is the coach, Charles Lee, being a Scorpio. Man, all these Scorpio coaches or Sun and Scorpio coaches, that's wild. Maybe because they're like Scorpio energy is so intense, right? And that Mars energy too, with the traditional ruler of Scorpio. Mars obviously does well in sports, games, things like that. But it's like the quiet intensity too. And then they can get fired up. So, all right. Let's see. Zodiac GM. I should follow them. I'll follow him on Twitter. Okay. Truth Teller, what else you got? Yeah, he goes on Twitter Spaces from time to time. Okay. That's cool. Yeah, I just followed him. So, yeah, I think I remember you mentioning him before, but thank you for bringing it up again because now I am officially following. So let's see here. LaMelo Ball, yep, Leo. Okay, 2 Timberwolves, synergy grade B+. All right, LaMelo connects naturally well with Anthony Edwards and Jaden McDaniels. Oh yeah, I looked up Jaden McDaniels. What's his birthday again? Oh, he's Libra. He's the sun in Libra, September 29th. Okay. I mean, yeah, the air and the fire, the Libra, the Jaden McDaniels, the scales of it all, because Libra is the scales, And I feel like you can kind of see that with Jaden McDaniels too. Like he can go one way or the other, but then kind of balances himself out. And for Jaden McDaniels, when he was kind of like shit talking, he was able to really put his money where his mouth was, right? When I think he was talking about whose defense was he talking about this last season? Who was it? Was it Denver? I can't remember. I think it was the Nuggets. Was he talking about how their defense was trash or whatever? Is that who it was? I think so. I can't remember. Like, what is time? Oh. Yeah, that would be super cool. That would be fun. Yeah, especially getting somebody else that does like sports astrology to collab on that. That would be fun. I wonder if I can DM this person. I think I can. All right, we'll go back. Okay. Looks like the DMs are open. All right, let's see what else he says here. Oh yeah, and then Julius Randle, you guys, he's gone too. Where did he go? I liked Julius Randle, but he just really like fell flat in the playoffs. Man, did he go to, let's see here. Okay, it's Wikipedia still. Oh, did he go to Bulls? No, he went to the Nets. All right, he went to the New Jersey Nets. I mean, again, I like Julius Randle. I thought he played really well, especially in the regular season. But it was just like, yeah, when the postseason came around, it's just like, I don't know. It was just like quiet, couldn't like get into the groove, or I don't know what it was. But Yeah, the Nuggets defense is awful. Oh, I called them. They're Brooklyn now. That's right. I called them New Jersey. See, what do I know? All right, thank you. But I'll be cheering for Julius Randle, and I will totally be cheering for Naz Reid too. But on to the next one. All right, let's get back to this. LaMelo connects naturally with Anthony Edwards. Jaden McDaniels, the fit was even stronger with Julius Randle or Naz Reid at power forward, but without them, this energy drops to make average levels. This is interesting. Let's see. This is still a strong fit for the Timberwolves since both LaMelo and Edwards are Leos. Shoot. I don't think my book goes. I was going to grab my Zodiac book to see what their moon signs are. Because we can't, in my opinion, we cannot base everything on the sun sign. What we should actually be doing, Zodiac GM, he can do whatever he wants, obviously. I'm reading it, I think it's interesting. But when it comes to compatibility, you want to look at one person's sun sign with the other person's moon sign and vice versa to see how that works. I need an ephemeris is what I do need. Let's see. Anthony Edwards birth charts. Let's look him up quick. And then we can look up LaMelo. I bet his birth chart's out there. I was going to try to have... let's see here. I like when AstroSeek has the celebrity charts. I feel like they're a little easier to read. All right. Okay, we got them. So let's see the moon signs of these two. We'll keep this up here. Truth teller, Julius to me always seems like he's mad about something. Yeah, he kind of does have that look about him, doesn't he? It's a very intense look, right? So maybe that's what he uses to propel himself. I don't know. We could look up Julius Randle too. I forget what. I feel like is he... I think I've looked him up before. I want to say he's a sun in Sag or something, or maybe Pisces. Let's just look it up quick. Yeah, he's a Sag. Okay, so Julius Randle is a Sagittarius, or at least a sun sign in Sag. All right. Truth teller, 2 Leos are interesting, but if one was the opposite sister being Aquarius, they'd make a great duo. Yeah. Maybe one of them's got an Aquarius moon. Let's check it out. All right, if I can get my freaking mouse over here. All right, so Anthony Edwards, let's see. Oh, this is the wrong Anthony Edwards. I'm like, what? They have this person born in 1962. All right, I don't know who that is. See, all right. Nothing against astro charts, but I don't like the way that this looks. I'm not sharing this right now, so you guys can't see it, but... Oh my gosh. You know what's crazy about Anthony Edwards? Oh, you guys. Truth teller, Anthony Edwards, moon in Aquarius. There we go. All right. This could be even better. Anson Aquarius moon, huh? I feel like I've looked up his chart before and I've never realized that. He's a very late degree Aquarius moon, Anthony Edwards. Me and Anthony Edwards have the same moon sign. All right. He's a late Aquarius. Our moon signs are about, they're kind of close. And Anthony Edwards also has a Jupiter in Cancer. So he's been getting his Jupiter return too. And Jupiter is exalted in Cancer. All right, let's see if this is his actual. So we don't know his rising sign. We do not know Anthony Edwards' rising sign. The time is unknown. Yeah, Julius is a Sagittarius. I wonder if he's a Sag rising too. I could see that. But maybe with the intensity of Julius Randle, maybe he's an Aries rising or a Scorpio rising or something like that. This could be. Okay, so yeah. And you know what's crazy about Anthony Edwards too? Just looking at his birth chart here. Hold on. I'm going to share it so you guys can see. even though it's kind of hard to see. All right. You know what's crazy? Again, no birth time, so we do not know his rising sign. We could maybe collectively try to figure it out. But Anthony Edwards, I mean, this is so fitting. So he's a sun in Leo at 13 degrees, and his Mercury is also in Leo at 13 degrees. So oh my gosh, why am I forgetting it? When oh my god, when you have something in the same sign, the same degree. A Kazemi. Oh my gosh, there we go. He's got a Mercury Kazemi. That is so powerful, and he just made it too. Because the Kazemi is when two planets are at the same degree within 17 minutes of one another. Okay. So Mercury and wow, that is so, and you can really see it with Anthony Edwards having this sun in Leo, his Mercury in Leo, and Kazemi. He's so, I mean, this would go back to like, he's a superstar. You can just tell. And when he talks on the court, press conferences, off the field, antics and things like that, it is just so fitting. I mean, superstar, spotlight, right there. Okay. And you know what, too? Anthony Edwards has a Venus and Jupiter conjunction as well. Both benefic planets for Anthony Edwards are in Cancer, a degree apart, right next to his North Node. His North Node is also right there too. So talk about like this just being written in his birth chart that Anthony Edwards is a star. He's got the Sun, Mercury, Kazemi in Leo. He's got a domiciled sun because the sun rules Leo. He's got an exalted Jupiter in Cancer. And then Venus is also conjunct Jupiter. And his North Node is conjunct both benefics, Venus and Jupiter. Wow. Holy crap. That's crazy. What? Oh. What is that, Seinfeld? I hate step 9. Where's that rum raisin? That's so funny. Texas has always got the the good Seinfeld quotes. I was just what was I? I was watching an episode the other day. I can't remember what it is. I mean, they're all hilarious, but and then I was listening to something Julia Louis-Dreyfus was talking about. I can't remember what seasons of Seinfeld she was pregnant, but they were kind of talking about that. And like when you watch, I mean, you can totally tell they have her in like the bigger clothes, and she always has like the purse over, and stuff like that. It's such a funny show. I feel like a sleeper in Seinfeld, like a sleeper quote that I find to be absolutely hilarious was when George and Jerry are trying to switch the tape for answering machines. Like, you wouldn't even need to do that now. Like, that's like long gone. I'm sure some people still have answering machines, but their code word is tippy toe. Like for George's girlfriend or to come back in the room or whatever. They're like lemon tree. No, and then they're like tippy toe. Like, who thinks of tippy toe? Like, what? And then when the girlfriend goes back when they go up to the apartment and Jerry's switching the tape, and then George's girlfriend comes in the room and he's like, lemon tree, tippy toe, ah! And then Jerry slips the tape into his pocket or whatever. And then I think her name is like Carol or something like that. And George is like, you can't just walk away. That was so rude. And like brings her in. It's such a funny show. All right. Anthony Edwards' rising sign is Cancer. I mean, that would definitely check out, wouldn't it? Yeah, it definitely would. And I mean, Anthony Edwards too, because Cancer is very family oriented, right? I think he's got a few kids, doesn't he? He's got a couple of kids, so that would also kind of like check out. But okay, so he's got a moon and wow. I mean, we could just keep diving in on Anthony Edwards' birth chart here. I mean, honestly, we could. But I mean, it is just crazy. The Kazemi. Now, Anthony Edwards, too, to continue on this quickly, he does have some challenges here, and it would be really interesting to know. I mean, if he's I bet we could find it, what his rising sign is. But the two malefics for Anthony Edwards, Saturn and Mars, for Anthony Edwards, they are opposing one another. Okay. So it's like this Mars, this action, passion, this assertiveness, right? Kind of be a little angry, like frustration is more Saturn, and Saturn opposing each other. So, it would also check out that if Anthony Edwards puts the work in and kind of keeps his emotions under control and like funnels his energy and passion and assertiveness into what he wants to do, play basketball or whatever it is, he will be rewarded from Saturn for putting the hard work in. But I feel like that is like a push or pull for him, probably internally, with the Saturn Mars opposition, not to mention Pluto is right there too. But if he can really harness that, which he kind of seems to be doing, he can really be transformational. Like he could, transform the whole basketball world, really. And he's already kind of done that. And not to mention too that his sun sign and Mercury are trine and sextile Saturn. So I mean, that's good too. Truth teller, Anthony is built for greatness. I just think Chris Finch and Anthony Edwards' synergy is at odds. Yeah, let's see here. I mean, I feel like it could be, but I don't know. I get the vibe that they do get along. Like, I feel like Anthony Edwards and just his energy, he probably just naturally kind of pushes maybe what Chris Finch is comfortable with or like normally handles. But I do feel like there is mutual respect there. Like, and Chris Finch understands that Anthony Edwards is still young and still coming up too, but I could be wrong. We could look up. I wonder if Chris Finch's chart is available. But let's get into LaMelo Ball here because we got his chart pulled up too. Tippy toe. Yeah, Seinfeld. Saturn and Mars is the sister opposites. Yeah, in Sagittarius and Gemini. And then he's got he's got another opposition going on with his sun and Mercury with Neptune. So, all that glitters is not gold necessarily, but I mean, it's all like, I think Anthony Edwards, what we can see in his chart right now too, is just all of the natural ability to be a superstar, to be in the limelight, to have this charisma, right? With the Venus, Jupiter, North Node conjunction with the Sun, Mercury, Kazemi, a domiciled sun sign. But, he's, gotten into some trouble and some stuff, said some stuff, acted a little bit, foolish, and that could definitely be the Saturn, Mars, Saturn, Pluto opposition that's happening here. And the Sun, Mercury opposition with Neptune as well. And, with Anthony Edwards having a moon in Aquarius, internally, he's not going to follow the path that everybody else follows. Future oriented, doing things, thinking things before other people do. Not going to follow, he's not going to have a normal path like everybody else, right? So, hi Ryan, how you doing? I love the trade. I have a feeling they are not done. Right. I do like the trade too. I mean, again, hi Mazzy. Oh, you're Taurus? Mazzy, if you're still on, sorry I missed that. You're a sun in Taurus? That's awesome. I like the earth signs. I have a sun in Capricorn, so I always get along with the Taurus and the Virgos. So that's awesome. Yeah, I like that Taurus energy. I like that. But yeah, I'm a sun in Capricorn, so I like the fellow earth signs. Oh my gosh, no way. Mazzy, you have Sun, Moon, Mercury, Jupiter, and Saturn and Taurus in the 9th house? Wow. Talk about a Taurus stellium. That's amazing. Oh, thanks for liking. Thanks for following. Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, mega Taurus energy in the ninth house. Do you find that with you when you have all of that Taurus energy in the ninth house, like are you an avid traveler or are you mainly or are you more like kind of stay where you are, creature comforts, and like the ninth house comes in as like the philosophical and like the higher learning? Or do you like to travel a lot too? I'd be interested to know. And lucky you, you have a moon in Taurus. I'm jealous of moon in Taurus people. I am, because the moon is exalted there. Not yet. I'm going through my Saturn return. My dream is to, wow, to be a translator. That I definitely think could happen for you, especially with the Mercury there too. That is so cool. You're in the crazy hardship part of life. Yeah, for sure. The Saturn return. Yeah. My first Saturn return, you know, I went through that already, but I feel like my Saturn return ended like a year later. Like I feel like my Saturn return was fully kind of complete when I was 33. Cuz it's supposed to go to like 32, but yeah, stick through, you can do it. Yeah, that is so cool though. All that Taurus energy, that's awesome. Yeah, and especially again, the Taurus moon. I'm jealous of that. um yeah, that's super cool. But I would say too, don't mess with you, because you're right. Then you're gonna get the horns, and you got to go at your own pace, right? And as you got to go at your own pace with all that Taurus energy, like you're steadfast. You know what you like, and you are gonna move when you are ready. And nobody better try to poke or prod you because that's when the horns are gonna come out, or at least that's what I've seen with like Taurus energy. All right. Now let's go to LaMelo here. Most fire signs tend to have childish like ways. Yeah, that is definitely true, but there is internal growth for them. Yeah, that's true, especially with the Leo energy too, because Leo naturally rules the fifth house, which is, it's very childlike energy, and I have Saturn in the fifth house, so I feel like I've always been serious. Like I want to have fun and be free and be childlike, but it's just like my Saturn in my fifth house is like, no, you must be an adult. Gemini Mars too. Oh, wow. Oh, the translator energy. Definitely. Oh my gosh, that's so cool. And you probably do multiple languages too, not just one. I've been learning French for like 20 years and I'm still not fluent. And I'm trying to learn Spanish too, but I have like elementary level French. I'm better at reading it than like speaking or writing it, but yeah, that's super cool. I like it. Okay, Ryan, it's so funny you said that. I don't think you were on here earlier. Gobert could be next. Yes. And I would be fine with that. Okay. I think Rudy Gobert, speaking of French, right? French guy. Nothing wrong with that. I don't know Rudy Gobert personally. But on the court, it's like if you get the ball passed to you, why do you have Butterfingers all of a sudden? And I am still just like perplexed how he won Defensive Player of the Year. I think he won it more than once. How is that possible? Okay, how? Truth teller, you're going through your Saturn return. All right, yeah, we got a couple people going through their Saturn return. Yeah. Yeah. Looking back on my first Saturn return, like I said, I feel like mine went like a year, like 33 is when it kind of like wrapped up. But yeah, from 27 to like 33, it was challenging, but you got to come out on the other side. And, we all, well, for those of us that live that long, right, that reach the age of 27 and, onward, go through it. But yeah, it can be a challenging time, but you got to just kind of, roll with the punches and try to have patience, I guess, which is easier said than done. But good luck. Keep powering through. You'll be good. Hi, Daryl. How are you? Give you a little shout out earlier. Thanks again for the chart suggestion for the College World Series. That was crazy too for game 3, the final game, 13-2. Whoa, that was wild. But good to see you. Thanks for popping through. But yeah, if Rudy Gobert was next, I wouldn't have a problem with it. All right, for the Timberwolves. I would not have a problem with it. Thanks for the likes. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thanks, guys. All right, I'm going to stop sharing Anthony Edwards' chart here, but man, we can just keep unpacking that. That's crazy. And again, so Anthony Edwards, Leo Sun, Aquarius Moon. So now let's see what LaMelo's got going on. So far, Anthony Edwards, his moon sign, Aquarius, with LaMelo Ball's sun sign in Leo. They are opposites, but what do they say? Opposites attract, right? So that could be good. Now let's take a little look at LaMelo, see what's going on here. All right. So we got Astro theme here. Do we have a birth time? Time unknown. All right. He was born on a Wednesday, on Mercury Day. All right. I was also born on Wednesday. Fun fact. On Mercury Day. All righty. Ooh, okay. So let's go down here. Yeah, this is a little bit, I mean, I appreciate that we can look at the chart, but I'm so used to like, I prefer like AstroSeek or AstroDynaist for charts to read them. I mean, this is good, but it's hard to see the degrees and all that sort of stuff. So, all right, let's get into it. Analyzing NBA player charts with astrology. Comment your sun sign. AI summary. All right, that's pretty accurate. Okay, so LaMelo Ball he also has an air moon. So I do like this, actually. So LaMelo Ball is a moon in Libra, right? It's like, don't mess with the Libra energy. And like, Libra energy, like, they can be so goofy and so beautiful and just, but like, when push comes to shove, when justice needs to be served, don't mess, okay? And that Libra energy, it is the scales, like we were talking about before. But so Anthony Edwards, LaMelo Ball, they both have air moons. So that's great. We have the trine with their moon signs. And with LaMelo Ball being a Libra moon, that does sextile or get along with Anthony Edwards' sun sign in Leo. And if we can look at LaMelo Ball's sun sign, so he's the sun in Leo, we already know that, but he's got his sun. Okay, we don't need the ad about houses in Stillwater. Okay, thank you. His sun sign is right on Regulus, okay? The royal star. This is LaMelo Ball. So he's got his sun sign at 29 degrees of Leo. So that's like having a planet at the later degree in one of the signs. They've like absorbed all of this energy of that zodiac sign. So he's like Leo through and through here. All right. Daryl says, I don't like the T-Wolves trade by owner. A-Rod, he is moving aging pieces like... You don't like the T-Wolves trade? By owner A-Rod, he is moving aging pieces like Julius Randle and Naz Reid to get under payroll and salaries down and to please Ant-Man, but I don't think A-Rod will win a championship. Really? Do you feel like he had a lot to do with that? Or Tim Conley? But I mean, at the end of the day, he is part owner, right? And isn't Alex Rodriguez a Leo too? A sun in Leo? Mazzy Libras are strategic on the court. Absolutely. Yeah, I would agree with that for sure. Mm-hmm. Yeah. You know, Libra too, because Libra's ruled by Venus, right? So it's like, oh yeah, they're funny and pretty. Especially like Libra males that I know. they're very, a lot of Libra males that I know. I have a couple good friends that are Libra, that have their sun sign in Libra, that are males. They're very good looking. They're very tall. And they just like exude this like charming energy where they don't have to like try to get this attention. But they are goofy and they are fun and they are good looking. But like, again, when somebody crosses or an injustice has happened, like, whoo, you're gonna get another side, and you're like, wait, I thought you were like goofy and fun loving and charming, and now it's like, ah. So yeah, I don't mind the trade. I feel like you guys I think Alex Rodriguez is a son in Leo too. I'm like 99% sure he is. Because I think I remember when him and Jennifer Lopez were together, it's like two Libra energy or Leo energies. Yeah. Alex Rodriguez is a sun in Leo, July 27th. He's got a Pisces moon. Interesting. No boundaries there. All right. Now, back to LaMelo here. What else is going on? Oh my gosh, you guys too. All right. Both LaMelo, well, they're around the same age. So that would make sense. Were they born in the same year? 2001, LaMelo Ball and Anthony Edwards? Because they were. So they both have Venus and Jupiter in Cancer as well, because they were born in the same year. So that makes sense. And also they both have the North Node conjunct Jupiter, and they have Jupiter exalted in Cancer. We'll see how that goes too, for that energy. And LaMelo has Uranus and Aquarius, so that is exalted, the modern day ruler. Mars, Pluto, and Sagittarius, like Anthony Edwards, and LaMelo Ball like Anthony Edwards, because again, they were born the same year, and they were only born a couple months apart. No, not even a month apart. Yeah. They were born like 2 weeks apart. Anthony Edwards born August 5th, and LaMelo August 22nd. So they're both dealing with the Saturn, Mars, Pluto opposition there. So, there's challenges for both of them. And we don't have a rising sign for either one of them, or we don't have at least what I just found, just clickety clack in here quick. Jason, oh no. I'm not hating on the Libras, not at all. Absolutely not. No, I was just giving them like props, especially like male sun Libras. Again, this like charming energy. Just things just naturally, like, again, I'm just using the Libra sun men that I know, that I'm good friends with for a while. They just have, the ladies flock to them, like tall, handsome, don't really have to try to like get this love. I mean, they're just like naturally charming, But again, when there is an injustice that has happened, look out, because they're going to try to balance the scales out. But Jason, thanks for stopping by. Good to see you. So I don't know. I like this astrology pairing between the two of them. I mean, since LaMelo and Anthony were born so close together, they're going to have a lot of similarities, but they're compatible with their sun and moon signs. So I like it. We'll have to see what goes down. Mazzy, my Earth self is at home watching. Nice. I love that. Leos love challenge, though. It's an opportunity to show off for them. Yeah, I would agree with that. Yep, they like the challenge, like to show off. Yes, that's very accurate. I don't have any plan. Well, my MC is in Taurus, but I don't have any planets there. But I have a lot of Earth energy. I have a lot of Capricorn energy, so I like staying at home too. It's the comfort zone, right? You gotta be in the comfort zone. So, but yeah, thanks for watching and thanks for liking. It's been fun chatting. And yeah, all of that Taurus energy in the ninth. That is amazing. Yay! Capricorn's my angels. Yep. We feel that way about our Tauruses and about our Virgos too. Yeah. Can appreciate the Capricorn energy. Yeah. Jason, you're definitely a big goofball. Okay, yeah, with the sun in Libra. Yeah, that's just something that I've noticed. That it's just nice energy to be around, like, just, yeah, this naturally, like, charming, I would say. And, again, I think that could kind of go back to, like, Libra is ruled by Venus, the lesser benefic, which is, like, love, and that's why everybody loves Fridays, because Fridays are ruled by Venus. So, yeah. Thank you. Yeah. Good Good to see you. But yeah, that there's two of my friends that are Libra suns that just really like, I mean, they're both different, don't get me wrong, but just like a really good example of like that Libra energy. And I mean, there's a couple of ladies that are sun in Libras that I know too. And they love the finer things. They love, I don't want to say like the richness, but they like the luxury and like high quality things. It's very Venetian energy, very beautiful, both of them. And like the one that I know too, like has gone to court over things and won. Like I would never want to like mess with with her, with either one of them, but the one in particular that I'm thinking of, like, took people to court and won, right? That money. So good for them. Very sensorial. Yeah. Libras are social regulators. I feel like they get everyone on the same page. Yeah. I think that's a really good observation, actually. Definitely. Yeah. I got to plug my phone in. So, TikTok, I got to move you guys down here. All right. But yeah, I think that's a really good point. Yes. And you know, that equalizer too, energy, right? With the scales. All right. Jason, how do you feel about the Vikings this year? Colts come to Minneapolis. Oh, yeah. Excuse me. Forgot about that. Let me go back to my notes here. Did I write that down? I don't think I did, because Jason, I went through the Vikings schedule when it was released. I don't think I wrote it down this year, though. Dang it, I didn't. I can't remember if I had them winning against the Colts or not. Dang it, I didn't write it down. Ah, crap. Well, that was my fault. But a couple of streams ago, I just went through the Viking schedule, you know, just when it's released, and you just make like, oh, they're going to win, lose, just based on what you're looking at, virtual paper, right? Did I have them beating the Colts or not? I don't remember. I don't recall. But to answer your question about how I feel about the Viking season, there's always drama. There's always drama. I don't think it's a surprise, but I'm really interested to see like who's actually going to be named the starting quarterback for the Vikings. I also do think that, I mean, there's more to come, right? It's just, we're not even in July yet, but it's right around the corner. I I think the addition of what's the wide receiver that we just got? I think was a good move. Who's the wide receiver? Bueller? Somebody help me. I know there's Vikings fans in the chat here. Who was that wide receiver that they got? Mazzy, you're from Minnesota? Really? Oh my god, that's so funny. I'm in Minnesota. Yay. That's awesome. Hi from Minnesota to another Minnesota. That's cool. Good deal. Yeah. Minnesota peeps in the house. Oh yeah, you can check it out for sure. I mean, it wasn't anything very official. It was literally just me going through and being like, oh, I think they're going to lose. I think they're going to win. But I mean, overall, exactly. I don't know. I'm excited for it. I mean, there's always Vikings drama. I'm sure there's Colts drama too that I don't know about or anything, but the quarterback battle, I mean, the Kyler Murray of it all. And we'll see. I think if we could just put it in like a little bit of a zoom in and kind of put a little lens on it, I feel like my personal opinion is that Kevin O'Connell, his seat should feel hot. Okay. Oh, shout out to my friend Max too. It's his birthday today. So I don't think he's watching right now. I think he's celebrating his birthday. But if he happens to ever see this, I was going to start my stream out with that. So happy birthday to my friend Max, one of my best friends. Good deal. Oh, for cute. Yeah. Minnesota peeps hanging out. Yeah, I like that. That's awesome. Juwan Jennings, Jason, thank you. Yes, thank you. I like that addition. And yeah, we'll have to see about this like quarterback battle, but I think Kevin O'Connell, I think his seat should feel really hot. I don't think it actually will, but I think it should. Like Kwesi Adolfo-Mensah, in my opinion, was one of his shields. That shield is now gone. So, and it's like, Kevin, what have you done here? What are you doing? And just with the astrology, with the quarterbacks, Kyler Murray, speaking of Leo, he's a sun in Leo. JJ McCarthy is a sun in Aquarius. JJ McCarthy has a Leo moon. So we got all this Leo energy here going on, which again, that just fits that like a lot of people with heavy Leo energy in their chart often find themselves in the spotlight and in entertainment or, all eyes on them. So we'll have to see. But JJ McCarthy is his Chinese animal is a horse, and we just entered a horse year in February. So I've been kind of mentioning this. Like, I feel like this is his time. Like, this is JJ McCarthy's time now to really get rolling here. So, in my personal opinion, I do not think that the Vikings should just be like, oh, sayonara, bye. You didn't work out on our little timetable, even though we didn't set you up for success. Like, bye, see you later. And I didn't originally think that it was an actual quarterback competition. And my personal opinion is that it didn't exactly start that way. Like, they brought in Kyler Murray being like, okay, we're going to say it's a quarterback competition, but like you're the starter, you're our guy, right? But I think as like OTAs went on and JJ McCarthy was kind of proving himself now, like putting in the work here into like an actual, okay, what do we got here? So it'll be interesting to see how all of that pans out for the Vikings and the quarterback situation. And again, that's just my little personal little hunch, little spidey sense that it didn't exactly start that way, right? But now it is maybe a little bit more of like a competition, and it will be interesting because it also seems like kind of under the table. They told Kyler Murray, like, dude, you're going to be the starter here. So just kind of, mind your P's and Q's and get out there. And then now JJ McCarthy's like, oh, no, don't forget about me here. I'm still here. So that competitiveness coming out there. So we'll see. Truth teller. Sometimes people see astrology as good and bad, but I look at it as challenges. For sure. Yeah. I mean, everything, right? So yeah, I agree with you. I think it's a challenge and like a learning opportunity, a chance to like grow or like evolve, right? So we have Leo Moon, truth teller. Nice. Very good. One of my grandmas was a Leo Moon. Yeah. Loved her. Loved all my grandparents, but my one grandma, she was a Leo Moon. And she definitely like, yeah, the Leo Moon energy just on like the more, like if she wasn't kind of like, the star, but like different. And she was a Taurus sun. So like set in her ways, but like quick to flare up, liked to have fun, loved to be with her friends, was very sporty, when she was younger, and also kind of like to kind of do things a little bit her way. It's like that fixed energy, right? But yeah, and beautiful, like always had her nails done and jewelry and always fretting about the hair. Like wherever you got Leo, and especially if you got like sun or moon or rising in Leo, there's always going to be something about the hair. The hair is always going to be a thing. So that's cool. Oh no. Last stream that I did on my YouTube and Twitch, because I'm on YouTube and Twitch on my computer, and then I'm on TikTok over here on my phone. Last stream I did, my computer, literally, we were going fine, and then it just rebooted itself. So I'm like, oh no, we're not doing that again. Let's see. Jason, you feel the same about O'Connell that I do about Stitchin? Am I saying his name right? I don't know. What is it with the offensive coaches? I don't know. Is Stitchin, am I saying his name right? Was he also a quarterback at one point? Because I feel like for Kevin O'Connell, I can't not say it. And again, shout out to James O'Brien who came up with that nickname because it is so good. I think for Kevin, I honestly think he gets in his own way and he just tries so hard to live vicariously through his players, especially through the quarterback, because he was a quarterback, didn't necessarily get where he wanted to go, but now he's a coach, whatever. So I feel like his ego gets in his own way sometimes and like that stubbornness. But yeah, I don't know. It's like, I think they just have this vision, right? They have this like offensive vision, and it's like, this just needs to happen this way because this is the way I envisioned it, and we must make it happen. So, I don't know. We'll have to see though. I don't know though. Exactly, Jason. Yes, you have to give young quarterbacks time and be patient. Absolutely. I agree with you. And with like the Timberwolves, the Vikings, again, I've said this so many times. I'm like a freaking broken record. You hand over the starting quarterback job to a kid who has never played a regular season NFL game, coming off of an injury, coming from college where it wasn't a pass first offense. I mean, that's kind of like on the back burner. But not to mention, he was expecting his first child all at the same time. Right? Talk about putting somebody in an instant pot, literally. Okay? My opinion. But that's another thing with the Vikings. They don't have patience. And at the end of the day, it's an ownership problem. Okay? In my opinion. Because, yeah, I mean, I've gone off on the Wolves like so many times. And they have put money into the team. I don't want to say that they built the great stadium, right? All of the things. Right? But at the end of the day, they don't want to potentially be bad or whatever because they always kind of want to be in the limelight or want to be in the big dance or this like opportunity. They always want to be lingering. But it's like, too, if they thought about it, and maybe they have, even if the Vikings they would go winless. People are still going to go to the stadium. They're still going to go to the games. They're still going to make their money. So why not try to rebuild and actually get a championship instead of just trying to duct tape everything all the time? They're constantly duct taping their problems. I'm over it. I'm over it. Daryl, the 2025 and 2026 NBA rookie draft class summer league tournament starts next month in Las Vegas in California, and the winning team gets a summer league championship. Any interest in charting it? Ooh. I will write that down. I still have to do the World Cup too. There's so many games too. I was just gonna wait until the championship for the World Cup and do that chart. Yeah, let me write it down. Where's my pen? I'm gonna use the blue pen today. I got a lot of blue going on today, people. It is Jupiter Day. I always equate the color blue to Jupiter, but I think it's more like orange. Or like, well, orange is like sun. What are the colors associated with Jupiter? I forget. I always want to do blue, but that's Pisces too. Let me write this down. Let's see. Next month. Okay. Good suggestion. I am definitely open to the suggestions. I just got to write it down so I remember to do it. All right. Seriously, using the blue pen. I got my blue headband and my blue shirt. Okay, NBA rookie draft class summer league. That'd be cool to watch. I really get into basketball. I feel like I know basketball a little. Well, I don't want to say a little. I know basketball better because I played basketball. I like watching football, but I never played football. I would have if I would have had the ability. All right. Mazzy, thanks again for liking. Thank you. That's so nice. Thank you. Let's see. NBA rookie draft class summer league tournament in July. Yes. Okay. Thank you for the suggestion. Definitely keep them coming. I'm always open to suggestions. I can't promise that I'll get to all of them, but I'm always down for the suggestions. Ah, he was a quarterback Yep. That is exactly the problem. Well, I don't want to say problem, but yes, see, that's a thing. They should think about that a little bit more. No more coaches that used to be quarterbacks. That's a problem. Oh, Mazzy, thank you. Hi, Nash. Let's see. What did I miss? I come in here and you're talking quarterback. I know. During a basketball trade. I know, man. Well, we've been kind of all over, but we were looking at the trade. We're mainly looking at, well, right now we have LaMelo Ball's astrology pulled up. So we were talking about the compatibility between LaMelo and Anthony Edwards. We were mainly talking about that, which astrologically they've got some similarities going on, but I actually like the compatibility between the two of them. And Naz Reid, as a Timberwolves fan myself, I like Naz Reid. I'm not upset about the trade. I will support Naz Reid. I kind of feel like that was a little bit in the cards. I kind of feel like that was on the table last year. It never happened. And, wish him well. It's interesting that one of the Ball brothers is now a Timberwolf, but I mean, he won NBA Rookie of the Year. And I mean, yeah, but just looking at the astrology, I mean, there's some potential here. So, yeah. But that's kind of what we've been talking about. And then just some Vikings chatter. But good to see you, Nash. Thanks for stopping by. Oh, that's okay. Jason, I don't mind. I started talking about football with Jade. We always talk during the seasons. Oh, you don't have to be sorry. We go all over the place here. We don't have to stay on one thing. I just titled the video that. And on TikTok, I said Naz Reid trade, but then I also said a grab bag, So I should have titled this with that too. Like, it's pretty much just a grab bag here. Yeah, so Jason, we're fine. All good. We can talk about whatever. Yeah, Nash, it's all good. So anyway, that's kind of what we've been talking about. And you know how I do. The astrology just naturally gets brought up. We were also talking about Chris Finch too. We were looking at the Zodiac GM on Twitter. We could go back to that and kind of finish reading what he was saying. Let's see. But yeah, man, that Anthony Edwards chart, that's crazy. I mean, again, between Anthony and LaMelo, they're born like a couple weeks apart. But man, I wish I knew the truth teller says that Anthony Edwards is a Cancer rising. And that would put his Sun and Mercury in the second house if we did whole sign, which would check out. And then that would have his fifth house of games being ruled by Mars. And it would put his Jupiter and Venus and North Node in his first house, which would also check out. And then for Anthony Edwards, if he is a Cancer rising, that would put his Saturn in his 12th house, which is actually where Saturn prefers to be. So, I mean, LaMelo's chart is strong too, especially with his Sun right on Regulus. That's very, very powerful. But I mean, the Anthony Edwards chart, it just screams like this is a superstar here. Challenges, but this is somebody that's going to be in the limelight here. The Sun, Mercury, Cazimi, the Jupiter, Venus, North Node conjunction. I mean, that's crazy. All right. But yeah, overall, for the trade, it is a little bittersweet to see Naz Reid go. Again, fan favorite, and he did come in clutch like so many times there. But wish him well, and we're on to new things, and kind of getting a fresh revamp and fresh energy for the Timberwolves. And what's the assistant coach's name? Micah something. He's the head coach now of God, what is it? Micah Nori. I like that name, Micah, too. Let's see. So he is now the coach of the Trailblazers. I thought it was the Trailblazers, but I wasn't 100% sure. So, I mean, I feel like the Timberwolves, I don't say they lost a good one. Like, good for Micah for like becoming the head coach. And he stepped in for Chris Finch a handful of times, seems to really know what he's doing and is respected. So, wish him well. But I wonder who the new assistant coach for the Timberwolves is going to be then after this. So, we shall see. But let's see. How long have we been on? About an hour. All right. I wanted to pop on just about an hour here, just to chit chat. And yeah, we can finish up and go back to the Zodiac GM on Twitter here. Truth Teller, again, thank you for bringing him up. So he was grading this trade. And that's kind of how I veered off a little bit. How I looked up Anthony Edwards and LaMelo Ball's astrology charts, what I could find. Because I think, and I don't know, I could be wrong, but it seems like he's just kind of like basing his grades maybe on sun signs. But, and that's where we got a little kind of veered off on our own little journey. But that's okay. We're going all over the place. All right. But back to this here, just to finish it up. We kind of left off, let's see. This is still a strong fit for the Timberwolves since both LaMelo and Edwards are Leos. I think that's where I veered off because I was like, wait a minute. We can look at moon sign compatibility with sun sign. Let's look at that. Since both LaMelo and Edward are Leos, that's a little small over here. I'm going to blow it up. It's still a little blurry, but we'll work with it. Let's see. They'll need a little time to settle into a shared comfort zone and truly unlock their potential based on the players around them. They are falling more to a team similar to the Houston Rockets, of last season. Strong trio of Edwards, Ball, McDaniels. Oh, we were talking about Jaden McDaniels too, who's a sun in Libra. So we were talking about Libra energy too, or a sun in Libra. But lacking that enabling energy. Adding a player like Laurie McCarran could really help this core group. Naz Reid, he's a sun in Virgo, went to the Hornets. So Zodiac GM gives this synergy grade a C+. Not the smoothest synergy fit on paper, but Naz Reid will give the Hornets a very strong, versatile big man. Yeah. Me and Naz Reid would probably get along. I get along with the Virgo peeps. Or I should say sun in Virgo peeps. Because I have a sun in Capricorn, so I usually get along with the other sun signs that are in the earth signs. Let's see. Kawhi Leonard, Cancer with an Aquarius moon. Interesting that some of these high-profile NBA players have Aquarian moons. I don't know why. I did not know that Anthony Edwards had an Aquarius moon, and if I knew, I forgot. But all right. I think that's all he was saying too. Oh, here. LaMelo and Anthony Edwards, he gives them an A+. I would agree with that. Just deep diving into the astrology a little deeper for LaMelo and Anthony Edwards. And again, they were only born like 2 weeks apart a little bit. The August 5th and August 22nd of the same year. So the outer planets, the slower moving planets, they're similar for the two of them because they were born so close together. So they're both dealing with that Saturn-Mars opposition, which I find to be interesting. And it will be interesting to watch, too, as these two get older, to see how that Saturn-Mars, the malefics opposing one another, plays out for the two of them, especially when they start their Saturn return around age 27. So that's a couple years out still. That would be in 2028, I think, because they were born in 2001. So it'll be interesting to see. We'll have to stick a pin in that, you guys. We'll have to stick a pin in that and see how it plays out for them. Let's see here. Anything else? Oh, this was before the trade. But back to Ryan's point, too. I don't think he's on anymore. Maybe if he still is on. Ryan made mention that the trades for the Timberwolves might not be done. And I agree with that. They very well could just only be starting here. And if Rudy Gobert does end up getting traded, bon voyage. All right. Don't get me wrong. I do not know Rudy Gobert personally at all. At all. But on the court, he would frustrate me. I really got on his ass, especially this last season. Especially, it's like, dude, hang on to the ball. What? You're right under the basket. Get the rebound. You're the tallest person out there. Use your arms. You're right there. Defensive player of the year? What? How? How? You know? And I will give Rudy Gobert credit. In the playoffs, he did do really well against Jokic, against the Joker. He did. But I mean, when it came to like Rudy Gobert and Wembanyama, the Frenchman, right? It was a tete-a-tete. He could not do anything at all with Wemby. Like, no, go to the bench. Go sit down. Rudy, you're not doing anything. Au revoir, a tout à l'heure, a bientôt, ciao. See ya. Bye. Okay. But Rudy Gobert, too. I mean, he's not old by any means, but he's older than Wemby. I feel like he's a Pisces. Yeah, he's 33. Oh, yeah, that's right. He's a Cancer. Oh, my gosh, you guys. Tomorrow's Rudy Gobert's birthday. What if he gets traded on his birthday? Happy birthday. Bye. All right, but let's wish Rudy Gobert a happy birthday. We'll wish him a happy birthday. Joyeux anniversaire. À demain. Poor Rudy Gobert. All right. Jason, I do that sometimes with Rudy. Yeah, not as bad that I would get on Pizza Ranch Boys, but Kirk Cousins. Why do we even have to bring him up? But it wasn't that bad. Okay, Rudy didn't get it as bad as I would get on Kirk Cousins. Okay, but yeah, I mean, as a Timberwolves fan, watching and especially versus the Spurs, it's just like, Rudy, what? How many turnovers are we gonna have here? What's going on? And I feel like it was such like Rudy Gobert would have a really great game, right? And then the next game, it's just like, where did that Rudy Gobert go? Where did you go? Now where are you? You're nowhere to be found. And again, get the rebound, make your free throws. Okay, just do it. Offensively, yeah, I don't know about it. Okay, but yeah, we'll see what happens there. I don't know, but Rudy Gobert, his sun sign is Cancer, and Cancer is ruled by the moon. So the moon travels so quickly. The moon, she only stays in a zodiac sign for about 2.5 days. So that's why the emotional roller coaster, for all of us really, but for people that have a lot of Cancerian energy, because again, Cancer is ruled by the moon, you could really see that fluctuation a lot more because one of their main rulers, the moon, moves around so quickly. So, let's see. Jason, hopefully he goes the way of Kirk and gets traded. I'd be okay with that. I'd be all right with it. And then we could say, Rudy Gobert, it's been great. C'est bon. C'est été bon. Mais à tout à l'heure. A bientôt. Ciao. Okay? Get out. Vite, vite. Move it. Okay? All right. But anyway, but to end on a positive note, we will wish Rudy Gobert a very happy birthday tomorrow. Joyeux anniversaire à demain. All right. So he's going to be 34 tomorrow. So, and Rudy Gobert too, he's just kind of finishing up his Saturn return this last year. So we'll give him a little bit of grace for that too. And the fact that his birthday is tomorrow. So anyway, but yeah, as a Timberwolves fan, I wouldn't be, I think at this point with the Timberwolves, I'm don't get rid of Jaden McDaniels. Don't do it. Okay? And don't get rid of Anthony Edwards either. It doesn't, knock on wood, seem like that's the case. All right. And I think that they should keep Terrence Shannon Jr. too. I really was liking him. I think he's been, a lot of Timberwolves players. So, but those are kind of the main ones. but we'll see what happens. All right, you guys, I think I'm going to call that a wrap for today, but it's been really fun. I've enjoyed it. And Max, one of my best friends, happy birthday, Max. It's his birthday today. So I don't think he'll see this, but if he ever does, wishing him a very, very happy birthday. It's also my friend Katie's birthday on Sunday. So shout out to my friend Katie too. It's her birthday coming up. There's a lot of people I know that have June birthdays. So, but that's cool. The Gemini and the Cancers. But yeah, we're now in Cancer season. So we just had the solstice. I hope everybody had a great solstice too. And a couple days ago on Sunday. So yeah, but it's been fun today. Appreciate everybody hanging out. I'm going to say bye to TikTok first. Then I'm going to say bye to YouTube and Twitch. So TikTok, I am going to, I forgot I had my sounds. All right, you guys, it's been fun. Thanks for everybody on TikTok for joining and liking and chit-chatting. It's been fun. I'll see you guys next time. All right. There we go. All right. Jason, thank you. You too. You take care. Always good to see you. Nice chatting. Thanks so much for stopping by. Appreciate everybody stopping by today and chit-chatting. We went all over the place, but that's how we do over here. All right. So until next time, everybody, again, it's been great. Thanks so much. Be good. Stay cool. Stay safe. All the things. And I'll catch you later. All right. Peace out, everybody.